Hello, I'm going to do the Gemini energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. All right, what the conflict is. Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, and Four of Pentacles. What do you need to focus on? King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups. Energies coming in, Ace of Wands, King of Cups, the Moon. All right, and then the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and overall energies, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So what you may be struggling with is we have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like there's some sort of negativity that is around you that is causing you to shut down. I feel that, I almost feel like you want to reach out to somebody, but I almost feel like you haven't. And it's causing you a lot of, I feel that there's something that you want to get off your chest. I feel that there's something that you want to say. I feel that you have something that you want to discuss with someone that is important to you, but you're thinking about doing it and you haven't done it. Like there's something you have to get off your chest. Could have to do with work. It could have to do with money. I feel, yeah, with the Nine of Swords. It's causing you a lot of anxiety, and I feel like it's causing you a lot of, like you're overthinking about things, like it's constantly on your mind. And you're like that horse is going this way, this horse is going that way, and it's like, you're like, it's because your mind is on this, you're like, it's messing with my money. Right? Because you're not able to focus on the things that you need to focus on because you have this thing. This right here is that you want to release, that you want to speak out, that you want to communicate to a person. Sometimes, even though we may have things that we want to get off our chest, but we don't actually want to communicate with that person's, which I was just thinking of this, is that we can write that letter to that person as if we're going to send it, but then we don't send it. Like we tear it up and then we burn it and we throw it away. So that way, at least you feel like you've gotten things off your chest. Or it's write that email, but you don't send it. Or write that text message, but you don't send it. So it's a form of release for you so that you feel like you were able to let those things go and you were able to get that out. Like if you don't have communication with that person anymore, or you don't know where they live, or maybe it's someone who passed away, right? It could be someone that passed away and you're like, well, I never got to say this to that person. And that would be a way of you to say it and release it and to move on from it. I sort of feel from this reading is that it's something that you feel hurt by, something that you're angry with, something that is made you very frustrated and irritated with, and that you've been wanting to get it off your chest and you just haven't. And now it's starting to build up within yourself. I feel that what you need to focus on is this sense of release, and how do you get yourself to this Ten of Cups. I feel that it's, again, like I was saying, is a form of release is to be able to write that down, but like not send it. Maybe it's, if you do want to communicate with that person, you sort through your thoughts first. Maybe you have so many thoughts going on and you're still angry and frustrated about a situation. And maybe you just need that time to sort through everything, and then you write everything down, and then maybe you do send that to that person. Or you do sit down and you have that conversation. I just feel like you have a lot of pent-up frustration here, and that you need to release this communication. However that is, you have to look out for yourself, and you have to take care of those things so that way you're not keeping yourself in this Nine of Swords energy. I do feel that this is maybe something that you have been battling with for a while and you've been going back and forth with. And I kind of feel like it's gotten to the point where it's affecting you in different areas of your life. Once you're able to do this and you're able to release that, it's a huge sense of letting go, and you're like, now I can get back on track and I don't have to keep looking back and keep focusing on things or keep being, because sometimes when you have something that's on your mind, you keep going back to it. Everything seems to remind you of that situation that you're trying to move on from, but everything seems to be reminding you of that situation. And it's kind of like that inner voice saying, you know what, you have to deal with it, right? Wake up, hear the message, time to deal with it, and take that opportunity instead of blocking away from it to have that justice for yourself and to have things fall in your favor and have things working for you instead of against you. You have to make some big choices here. You have to make some big decisions here. But I feel like you have to realize how it's putting you in this Nine of Swords energy, and that it's causing you to build these walls, and it's causing you to keep going back to this situation, and you're unable to focus on other things. And this may be one of those learning lessons for yourself, is seeing, okay, I have to look out for myself and I have to deal with difficult situations. But again, I was just feeling that make sure that you're in the right frame of mind, that you don't do it when you're angry and you're agitated. And because then that's going to, it feels good to lash out at somebody. And, in that brief moment, it feels good to lash out and say negative things and kind of hurt that person. But then when you've had time to calm down and relax, then you're like, oh gosh, what did I do, right? I didn't present myself in a good way, and now I've just created more problems. Even though it was just a temporary feeling of relief and satisfaction, but is it really worth it in the long run? And some people, they can do that and they can move on and they're like, yeah, it felt great to do that. And I ended on a good note because I was able to chew that person out and say negative things and hurt their feelings, and it made me feel good. And if that works for you, that totally works for you. But I feel like the reading is for that person. This reading is for that person who that's not the way that they are. That they have this thing that's bothering them. That's why they haven't worked on it. That's why they haven't communicated. That's why you haven't reached out. That it's starting to affect you in different ways. And that you've gotten to the point where you have to have this sense of relief and to get yourself back on track and to be able to let this go in whatever manner that is. Whether it's physically actually talking to the person, or it's just writing that down and then burning it and setting it free and releasing yourself from that so that you can move on from the situation. All right, so let's grab a Star Dragons here. You have to choose what is best for you. We have returning, going with the flow. I feel like the flow is you're feeling like it's time to confront this, and it's time to deal with the situation, and it's time to be able to release and let go and move past this, so that you can work through it and let it go. Let's see, we have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. Oh, I feel like that goes with this over here. Open to the possibilities of however it is that works for you to move past this. But actually seeing this opportunity to work through it and taking it and saying, okay, even though I really don't want to deal with this, I'm going to, because I hate being in this energy. I don't like feeling like this. All right, I'm going to grab my Witch Casket cards and get an empowerment card. That one went flying. I've never had that happen before. All right, I grabbed it. It says, finish these sentences. If I really loved myself, I would. The thing I enjoy doing most is, I feel most in tune with myself when I. Now make plans to do these things. I feel that if I really loved myself, that I would take care of the situation and get myself out of this Nine of Swords energy and deal with this situation. And because by having this around is preventing you from doing the things that you enjoy and feeling in tune with yourself and enjoying moments. It's almost like it's not feeling as good as it was because you still have this hanging over your head. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.